Hello and welcome to the Speculative channel, and today I want to answer the question if you should upgrade to Ryzen 3 or Navi. So the reason why I wanted to create this video for you guys is because a common question arose in my last video, that being why you should build a gaming PC right now, which mostly went, why should you build a gaming PC if Ryzen 3 and Navi are going to be coming out sometime this summer or the fall? Wouldn't that be bad? And I think that's kind of a funny thing to say, because halting your progress for your next gaming PC just because some new unconfirmed stuff is going to be coming out maybe in the next few months, I think it's not that cool. I mean, building gaming PCs are really fun. No need to halt them just because of some future thing. But more importantly, waiting for the next big thing is always going to happen in the world of PC gaming. There's always going to be some super fabulous shining new thing that we're all going to look forward to, anticipate, and wait for. That is always a constant. But what is never a constant is the PC gaming market, which right now is at such a good price and value, especially when compared to last year. Graphics cards, processors, and even RAM and SSDs are at an all-time low, which I think is it's too good to pass up right now, especially if we look at last year with the cryptocurrency boom and having RAM shoot up in price, graphics cards just kind of blow out of proportion, and processors for the most part kind of fading out into existence. It was a bad time, so I'm just really thankful, and I think you all should be thankful for the really good prices right now. So right now is a good time to build a gaming PC. But let's return to the original question. Should you upgrade to Ryzen 3 or Navi in your current gaming PC, say sometime this summer or in the fall? So I'll be giving two short answers to Ryzen 3 and Navi in this video, and on top of that I'll be giving a more explained and thorough response on top of that for those of you who want a more fleshed out response to kind of learn why am I giving these sort of advices for Ryzen 3 and Navi. Because I know a lot of you are probably sitting here with a gaming PC and you're like, man, I want to upgrade it, I need more power. And you're like, ooh, that Navi thing looks super nice and shiny, and that Ryzen 3 thing looks kind of cool too. So I'm going to give you guys just kind of like an experienced opinion on if you should consider upgrading to these new technologies that we don't have much information over just yet. So hopefully it can be of worth for your time in this video. So if you like cool little tech videos like this, then definitely consider subscribing to the Speculative YouTube channel. Next video, we're still going to be looking at that really cool Ryzen rep saw I want to show off to you guys. And on top of that, there's also going to be an upcoming $750 gaming PC build guide that I know a lot of you are going to like. So if you want to see those two videos, then press that subscribe button. And just word of caution here, I am in finals right now, so video production is going to kind of like slow down, and maybe videos will become a little bit simpler, but I'll do my best to keep up with school. But after finals is when I'll get to all that really cool stuff, so keep that in mind. And of course, like this video if you feel compelled to share the good word of if you should upgrade to Ryzen 3 or Navi, especially in the YouTube algorithm. I'm trying my best right now with school and all that, but I want to just make good videos for you guys, so liking it and getting us in those YouTube recommendations would be awesome. But now a quick word from our sponsor. If you're a PC gamer looking at getting into Ryzen 3 or Navi for your next or current gaming PC and you want to make a website, then consider looking at bookmark.com for your next website builder. Bookmark.com is a super easy to use website builder, all thanks to the design assistant Ada, which is an AI which, thanks to answering a few questions you'll give to her, will create a full website for you in a matter of minutes. I would say at least in under like 2. It's really fast. And thankfully, on top of that, Bookmark doesn't require any previous coding experience to further edit your website, so you don't need to be a master in PHP, HTML, or JavaScript for your website. Thankfully, Bookmark can take care of all of that, so you can go ahead and get your perfect website. So if you want to check them out, a link to them will be at the top of the description, and definitely check them out if you want to make a website. So let's address the first elephant in the room. Should you upgrade to Ryzen 3? So in short, if you're a budget PC gamer, so right now you have a budget gaming PC, you're always looking for something that's going to give you the best bang for the buck, or if you're going to be building a gaming PC and you of course want the most for your money, then I personally think you should skip up on Ryzen 3 and take advantage of the really awesome Ryzen 1st gen or Ryzen 2nd gen deals that are out right now. Now, if you're a PC gamer and you're not in the budget realm, you have a fairly sizable rig, you have some high-end components, or you're wanting to build a gaming PC that's going to be great in the long run, and say your total price of this gaming PC is going to be above $1,000, then I would consider waiting for Ryzen 3. So the reason why I say these is because with the release of Ryzen 3, I'm not sure if they're going to be releasing their budget gaming processors first or their high-end processors first. With Ryzen 1st gen, they came out with the 1800X, the 1700X first, and then the budget processors later. And with Ryzen 2nd gen, they came out with their budget processors first, and then the more higher end stuff later. So it's unconfirmed if they're going to be putting out like the 3800X first or the 3200G first. But what we can rely on is that Ryzen 1st gen and 2nd gen prices are just way too good right now to pass up on. Those are definitely going to be here for a little while, and I think you'll get more value right now out of one of those 1st gen or 2nd gen processors. Especially, you're probably going to get more cores and more threads for the price than, say, what could be a budget Ryzen 3rd gen processor coming out at an MSRP rate that is not discounted. But it is going to be shrinking down to that 7nm architecture, which for those of you who are high-end PC gamers is something to be excited about, because a shrinkage in die size going to 7nm is going to mean there's going to be less wattage needed to throw into the CPU, which is obviously going to mean higher clock speeds, which means more overclocking, more 5 GHz, 8 core, 16 thread madness. That is crazy. And I mean, on top of that, I was there at CES where they demoed the brand new Ryzen 3rd gen CPU that was unnamed at the time versus an i9 9900K in Cinebench. And what I can tell you from that, from when I was there, was that they were probably showing off an 8-core 16-thread processor that had an unknown clock speed against the i9 9900K. But the main difference between the two scores was that while the Ryzen 3rd gen chip did score a little bit higher, the i9 9900K used significantly more wattage. And they were probably around the same clock speed, so 5 GHz. That's kind of cool. So that's definitely something to look forward to for you high-end gamers who are looking for the most performance. But for the budget realm, Ryzen 1st gen and 2nd gen are too good to pass up on, and I think you'll be getting more frames per second per dollar going with those older chips than something that could maybe be a budget processor from Ryzen 3rd gen coming out maybe sometime this summer. Regardless of what could happen, I believe Intel should be scared. I wouldn't look at them too much for your next gaming PC unless you're looking at the i5-9400F. That's actually a pretty solid processor for the price. So now time to address the second big elephant in the room. AMD Navi. Should you consider swapping out your current graphics card for a brand new spanking AMD Navi graphics card? Well, first, in short, again, if you're a budget PC gamer and you're looking at something for the summer for your next graphics card, I would do this first. Don't consider getting anything until Computex passes, because right now the confirmed release date for Navi is not confirmed. For the moment, it could either come out this summer or it could either come out in the fall or winter. So if it's going to come out this summer, I would definitely wait for Navi. I think there's a lot of promise in it, but if it's going to come out in the winter and that's just too far away to wait, definitely snag yourself an RX 580, GTX 1660, or GTX 1660 Ti, or any used graphics card for that matter. But if you're a high-end PC gamer and you're looking for the most, I would actually kind of skip up on Navi, because Navi isn't exactly designed to be a high-end graphics card architecture. I believe an RTX 2080, especially if you're kind of looking at a graphics card like that right now, it's just a solid bet just to stick with. I don't think we're going to see any crazy AMD Navi numbers that are going to supersede any nvidia graphics cards, because that is meant for the budget to mid-range graphics cards, not high-end. So if you got a lot of money, don't look at Navi. I would stay on nvidia. So more on Navi, I would say, is AMD has had a good history of making quality budget graphics cards, all the way from the RX 580, RX 480, and even the R9 280, if you remember that card. And let's admit it, the RX 580 and 570 are based on a 3-year-old architecture, because they're kind of a refresh of the RX 400 series of graphics cards, which means they're technically like 3 years old at this point. That's pretty old, so it's definitely time that AMD should update it with this new Navi architecture. And regardless of all the talk about architectures, graphics cards, if it's gonna beat nvidia, if Intel's gonna do like an anime comeback and come out of nowhere and destroy anybody. What is something to look forward to, at least for the AMD realm, is that the console market is moving more towards a PC-like experience and a hardware-based platform, which means AMD is actually going to be at the helm of all that. The rumored PS5 is going to be hosting an AMD Ryzen chip that's probably going to have graphics similar to it with Navi, of course. So which means most console games right now, they're going to be developed for the PS5 and maybe Xbox, whatever comes next, are going to be based more on AMD architecture, which means they could be running better on AMD graphics cards. That's specifically Navi. And we're already seeing this phenomenon in games like Forza 4 and Resident Evil 2, where three-year-old graphics cards like the RX 580 and RX 570 are still achieving nearly same FPS speeds as the new GTX 1660 and 1660 Ti at a lower price point. So imagine still keeping that sort of optimization up before our brand new Navi architecture. That could be a little bit scary for nvidia, if it all plays well. So on top of that, if you're looking at getting the Master Chief Collection, I know I am, and you're looking at building a gaming PC specifically for that game, 100% wait for a Navi. I wouldn't be surprised if like a Navi $250 graphics card could run the Halo Master Chief Collection at a better frame rate than say an RTX 2070 for double the price. That's how confident I am with this optimization with AMD hardware on console-like port games to PC. So summing up, if you're a budget PC gamer, I would kind of look at Navi. I think it's going to be promising and good for the price. Though if it's going to be coming out really late in the year, like in winter, like during Black Friday, you could wait then. I mean, Black Friday sales could be available maybe for a brand new graphics card. That's a risky bet. But if you want something right now, snag yourself a GTX 1660. You'll be fine, or any used graphics card. But if you're a high-end gamer, I would totally look past Navi, unless you're going to be playing the Master Chief Collection. In that case, maybe look at Navi. Or maybe Radeon 7, which that card was kind of eh. So anyways, that is my synopsis on if you should upgrade on Ryzen 3 or AMD Navi. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely click that subscribe button. I'm here for these sort of videos. I'm here to make your guys' day with cool tech videos as a fellow PC gamer and tech junkie. So if you like these videos, definitely click that subscribe button and like the video. It's pretty cool. It's a cool thing to do. Anyways, that is it. And this is the Speculative channel signing out.